Hi everyone, good afternoon. So today is the bonus class with Steve, and just I'm going to introduce with him. That's why I'm here. Otherwise, probably I wouldn't be here today. So can you please type in the chat box how are you today? Type in the chat box. I'd like to see if you can hear me. Just answer how are you today. All right. So I'd like to see some sort of comments from you. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So Saif Ali can say that I'm fine. Okay. Anybody else? So can you please answer me, how are you today? I'd like to see your answer first, then would like to continue, okay? Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so Ariful Islam said, fine. Lopon said, fine. Diptorai said, yeah, fine. Okay, anybody else? I'd like to see, okay? Excellent, excellent, got it, thank you. So I'll be waiting for a few minutes for Steve. When he comes, then I'm gonna hand in to him, and then he'll continue the class, right? So now I got a question for you. So you have been with me for 5 days. So how was the experience of 5 days? Can you please type in the chat box? Did you learn anything from those 5 days? Just I'd like to see your comment. Um, okay, okay. So just type in the chat box. Have you learned anything from 5 days? And what have you learned? Type in the chat box, please. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Okay, got it. Mhm. Okay, and the next question I'm going to ask you. So, can you speak English? So, after enjoying 5 days class, the question I would like to ask right now at the end, can you speak English? Probably it's not that much good, but still, can you speak English? That's the answer I'm looking for. And today, I will take a feedback at the end of the class when Steve's gonna finish, and I'd like to see if you understand him properly, right? So that's the thing I'd like to know from you as well. So I can see a lot of new faces here. Hi, Harry. Thanks for joining. Um, so who joined this class? That's the first class. Type in the chat box. Okay, I'd like to get everyone else feedback. So how many classes have you enjoyed so far? Is it your fifth class, sixth class, first class, second class? Type in the chat box. How many classes have you enjoyed so far? So you have enjoyed 5 classes with me, and this is gonna be sixth class with Steve, right? Okay, excellent, excellent. Got it, got it. So Steve, just I'm gonna request you, if you are here, please turn on your video, and so that I can find you, and I'll make you co-host, and you're gonna continue the class, right? Okay, so now I'd like to read some comments. Okay, Ariful said all classes he enjoyed. Okay, um, QCOMBD said this is the first class. Okay, don't worry, you're gonna have a class with Steve, right? Okay, Shamul's. Okay, Shamin Shumi said 3 classes out of 4. Antu said all classes. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. Anybody else? I'd like to see the comment. Okay. Okay, anybody else? Okay. Ridwan said this is my first class. Okay, Ridwan. So welcome to 5 days challenge and bonus class, right? We have already finished 5 days anyway, so you can have again 5 days or 10 day challenge in the next month. Anybody else? So Shamal Chandra said 4 classes. Okay, excellent, excellent. Anybody else? Okay, that's a very good question, Dipturai. Thanks for asking this question. When will we get our certificate? Okay, so of course you're gonna get your certificate very soon. Give us 2 weeks time, but make sure you have submitted all your homework. So if you haven't submitted your all the homework, you will not get the certificate, right? So please upload your homework as soon as possible, and then I'm gonna share you with you our email address. You need to send an email to our international hnkbusiness.co.uk. So once you send the email, then one of our colleague from Dhaka, Pakistan or India will contact you, and they will. Okay, so in the email, all you got to do, you need to write down on the subject that um, asking for certificates, and then you should say, dear XYZ, whatever it is, or dear hassle-free education team, I have attended 5-day challenge, including the bonus class, and I have submitted all my homework. And if you'd like to check on the Facebook group, and can I please have my certificate? Then my full name is, for example, for me, MD Ahsan Habib. Please make sure you put my right name on the certificate, right? So once we receive the email, within 2 weeks time, we're going to send you a certificate by email. Did you understand me? If you understood, please type in the chat box understood. I'd like to see how many of you really understood. Okay, so I repeat, we're gonna, at the end of this class, we're gonna send you an email address, and in the email address you need to write down an email sent to us on, we're gonna give you the email address, right? It's international at hnkbusiness.co.uk, and in the email on the subject you need to say asking for certificates, and then you need to say, dear hassle-free education team, I have finished all my homework. Can I please get my certificate, right? And my full name is da 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 da, and thank you. So once we receive your email according to your full name, then we're going to issue a certificate, and this is how we're going to provide the certificate. So welcome back, right? So dear students, there is an announcement for you. So Steve is here. So can you please type in the chat box, welcome, Mr. Steve. I'd like to get the message from everyone else, and he is going to conduct the class today, and you will enjoy a lot. And at the end, I will have a few words with you. So that's how we're going to finish this class. So please welcome Mr. Steve. Thank you, Steve. The class is yours.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon from England. Good evening if you are in Asia. It's nice to see you. So my name is Steve Trelogan. I'm British. I graduated from Glasgow University in the UK, and I qualified after that to teach English as a foreign language, as a second language. I've been teaching English for about 20 years, some years as a volunteer, and then as a professional teacher and tutor. So my job at the moment is just teaching, mostly English, and I also teach IELTS students. So today we are going to have a taste of some IELTS speaking. And if you join the course, we will do a lot of IELTS speaking practice and understanding the exam, understanding the skills, different skills you need, and practicing those skills together. So let me open my presentation. Thank you for your warm welcome. Thank you very much. So let me share my screen. Sorry, start from the beginning. Okay, so just a moment, let me move this around. So this is the IELTS preparation course taster with Hassle-Free Education. I'm an instructor with Hassle-Free Education, teaching the speaking course for the IELTS preparation. As I said, I'm a graduate of the University of Glasgow, a good university in this country. And let's continue. Just a quick few photos to show that I used to live in Asia when I was a boy in Thailand. And this is my family now, my wife and my boys. We live in England, and I teach here and online with students from different countries. If you join the course, we will have some weeks to look at part 1 of the exam. The IELTS speaking exam has 3 parts. Part 1 is like a conversation, just chatting, just talking about you, your life, your home, your family, your work or study, things that you like to do, and some things about your country maybe. Let me check the chat. Somebody cannot hear me. Can other people hear me okay? Can you hear me well? Yes, other people can hear me okay. Sorry, Sayef, I hope you can fix that. Okay, thank you. So part 2 of the exam is a short talk. They give you a topic, something to talk about, and you talk for 2 minutes. And part 3 is a formal discussion, talking about some big topics like the environment, the economy, education, things like this, and having a discussion, 2-way talk with the examiner. Today we will just look at something from part 1. So something more easy. And part 1 and part 2 are just using easy, normal English, but they want to see that you can talk about different things easily. Part 2, they want to see you can talk for a long time, no problems. And part 3, they want to see you can give your opinions, talk about more academic things that you will talk about at university. Giving your opinion, asking people what they think. So let me just check all these messages. Okay. Sounding clear, good, thank you. So as I said, they're looking to check, can you speak freely, fluently? Coherence just means joining together, like saying, first I did this, then I did this, or on one I did this, but the other time I did this, or on the other hand, this or that. Grammar, vocabulary is the words, knowing lots of words, and pronunciation, you can speak clearly. So these are the 4 areas they are checking in the exam. So practice speaking. You can speak to friends, speak to yourself. Practice speaking and not stopping too much. Practice joining ideas together. Check your grammar, learn more vocabulary, and practice your pronunciation to be clear and more like a native speaker. Okay, in the course, every lesson with me, we will start with some review to look at the last lesson and maybe your homework. We will have a new topic, looking at something new. We will practice. We will divide into small groups and just talk together on the topics we are doing, using some language we are learning, words and phrases and subjects that we will do. Sorry. And there will be time at the end to ask me some questions about the lesson, about the exam, and time to ask Mr. Habib and Hassle-Free Education more about exams and universities, going to other countries. So today we are going to look at 2 topics, family and hometown. So let me just move this clock closer to me. Okay, first of all, family. I need to open the chat box. Where is it? Oh. Okay. So get ready to type some answers to questions. So here is a family tree. Imagine this is me. Who is this man? This is me. Who is this man? My father, or what other word can we use? Father is formal, high-level language. My father, very polite, very respectful. Or dad is more normal, everyday, informal dad. And for children, they say daddy. And who is this lady? Okay, there are lots of words. The high level, the formal word is mother, and then the normal word is mum or mom. And for children, mummy. In some families, some cultures, it's mama. But my smallest boy, my little boy, he says mama or mummy. But usually children say mummy or mum. So in the UK, we say just a small thing. We say mum. And in the US, in America, they say mom. A small difference. So in the UK, in England, we say mum. In America, mom. Okay, so who is this girl? I'm sorry, this is very easy for some of you, but we'll check some other. I'll say some of these. Okay, sister, brother, mom and dad, and these are grandfather, grandmother, together grandparents. But usually we say easy words like grandpa, granddad, and other words. Oops, what happened there? These are the common ones, but sometimes people have gramps or pop or papa or other words like that. For grandmother, we have usually granny or gran. And sometimes it's nan or grams and other words. Okay, so if this is me, who is this lady? Auntie or aunt? Yeah. In America, it's aunt. But here we say aunt or auntie. And this man? Uncle. Good. And these boys and girls, who are they? My uncle and aunt's children. They are my cousins. Very good. Cousins. Okay. Now imagine this is me. If this is me, who is this lady? This is my wife. Good. My children, my son, my daughter, my wife. My mom and dad, or my parents. My sister. Who is this man? Who is this man? Oh, spouse. Somebody said spouse is the formal word for husband or wife. Yeah. So this is my brother-in-law. Yes, my sister's husband. Good. My sister's husband or my brother-in-law. Just write that down quickly. And if this is me, who are these? Who is this boy? My nephew. Good. And who are these girls? Niece. Yep. My nieces. Yep. I before E. Nieces. Very good. If this is me, So this is my wife. I'm her husband. These are my children, my son and daughter. So who are these children here? If this is me here, these are my grandkids or grandchildren. Good. So grandchildren is a little more formal and more common here. Grandkids is more American, but we do say grandkids here too. So grandchildren or grandkids. Okay, and who is this? This is me, my daughter, and he's not my son. He's my daughter's husband, son-in-law. Good. Son-in-law. Okay, and my son's wife is my son's wife is my daughter-in-law. Good. Okay, so now we have the whole family. Let's go on to some questions. Okay, so in the first part of the IELTS exam, there will be some simple questions like this. Do you have a large family or a small family? So in the exam, we need to answer questions not in a very long way, but also not in a very short way. So we can't just say large or a large family or I have a large family. We need to say more. So you can say, for example, I can say, there are 7 people in my family, or I come from a family of 7, which in my country is a big family. Something like that. Or I can say, I come from a big family. I have 3 sisters and a brother. I like being part of a big family. So, okay. Let me see some answers. Yeah. I have a large family. Remember, I have a small family consisting of 5 members, but that's formal. That's very formal language. So I have a small family. You could say with 5 members or with 5 people. I have a very large family. Remember, there are 6 members in my family. We would say there are 6 people in my family. We use the word members to say like 2 members of my family live in the UK, or a few members of my family work as teachers, for example. But we don't usually use it to say there are 7 members in my family. Usually we say there are 7 people in my family. Or so let me put that down. I'll just write it here. So here are some examples from another class. This might be confusing, but you can say I have a large family, or I come from a large family. You can say big or large. Large is more formal. Or I come from a family of 7 people. So there are 7 people in my family, or come from a family of 7 people. Family of 7. We could just say that I come from a family of 7, or there are 7 people in my family. Okay, so that's the two common ways to say it. So I can say we are not living together nowadays, or we don't live together nowadays. My oldest sister lives in here, my younger brother, etc. So remember, we have older and younger, older brother, younger brother, oldest, youngest. Okay, so remember, using the word members, don't use the word members to say how many in your family usually, but you can say some members of my family are teachers, or most members of my family live in my village, or something like that. So let's move on. So just answer the question and then give more information. Do you have a large family or a small family? I come from a big family, a family of 7. There are 7 people in my family. So I come from a big family. There are 7 people in my family. I have 3 sisters and a brother. So there we have about 2 sentences, and that's a good answer. Let me check the messages. Okay. Some funny faces. Okay. I come from a small family. Good. I come from a big family. Good. I'm from a small family. Yep. My parents and me. Yep. Well, me and my parents. I should say me and my parents. I'm the only child. We can say I'm an only child. I'm an only child. If there's only one, no brothers or sisters. Okay. Let's go to the next question. What sorts of things do you like to do together? What sorts of things? What types of things? What kinds of things do you like to do together? Okay. Anybody? What do you like to do with your family? What do your family do together? I belong to a small family is good, but you must say a small family. I'm from a small family. Good. I'm a number of second issue with my parents. You could say I'm the second child. I'm the second child. I love to gossip. Okay. Issue is a very formal word for children, so it's not usually used. I'm from a small family. Okay, we love to go for a picnic together on the weekends. We say on the weekends or at the weekends. This is a common thing. So let me go back. I love gossiping. You can say I love to gossip or I love gossiping. We love to do playing together. We love to play together. We love to play together. I'm a homey person. In my spare time, I like to help my mother in her household works. Okay. Maybe you can say homey, but that's usually used in different ways. So, what do we say? I'm an at-home person. I'm a and we say household. We can say housework or household chores. I love my parents. Good. We love to hang out together. Very good. For breakfast together. Okay. Have a good chat. Remember to say because chat is one thing. So we love to have a good chat. We watch together. Watch TV together. Is it? Play together. Okay. Okay. I'm proud to be a Muslim. You say be. I'm proud to be a Muslim. That's good. But we're talking about what do you like to do with your family just now. I like gardening with your family. Okay. Good. Watch TV together. Good. Turkish drama serials. Okay. Series. A serial is a movie split into 2 parts or something. But series. So when you say TV series, it's a common confusion. So yeah. Okay. All right, let's move on. I'll show you some examples from another class. How's the time? Okay. So some people were saying, since we live in, I can't remember, in the city or in the village or by the sea, we like to do this and this. We like something especially. We like activities like this. Or you can just say activities like watching TV. Indoors, outdoors. Okay, we like to do things indoors, that's inside the house, or outdoors, outside the house. So many things, such as. So if you want to give examples, you can say like or such as. The other thing we do is, or another thing we do is, okay, so you can say something or some things and then add another, say another thing or the other thing. Most of the time, okay, just some phrases, some good phrases and words from last time. Let me see the messages. Okay, let me go back. I like to talk a lot with my parents. Good. Thank you. Watch Marvel movies together. Okay. Happy to have a native speaker. Thank you. We are watching movie together. Remember, if you say we are watching, that means now, in this moment, we are watching. So maybe you are watching a movie now. I hope not. So if it's regular, you say we watch. We watch movies with S2 because it's more than one. We watch movies together. Okay, which types of movies? Somebody's asking. Okay, I like to eat together. Okay, picnic. We like going to the city center, going out for dinner, traveling. You could say going out for dinner. Going out, that means out of the house to a restaurant. Going out for dinner. Badminton, traveling. Bored in lockdown. Yeah, okay. We are bored in lockdown. We have nothing to do. Okay. I love traveling. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. Soon we will stop and practice so you can talk to each other and answer these questions. Who are you close to in your family? Okay, there's lots of messages coming. Let me see that. I love traveling with friends and family every weekend. That was good. Every weekend we go to, if it's just regular, normal, we go to restaurants, not one restaurant, but restaurants. Or if it's just one, we go to a restaurant in Dhaka City. Thank you. I'm glad my pronunciation is helpful. I live in a small apartment with my parents. In my spare time, I like to help my mother in her household works. Remember, I wrote before housework or household chores. So you can say housework is one word, or household chores. Chores is things you have to do in the house. Let me just come back again. Okay. We like to go out at the weekend. Yes, at the weekend is okay to have quality time together. Not a quality time, but just quality time. Otherwise, very good with my mom. My mom, I love traveling. My mother, somebody says I love you. My mother, also father. My closest person is my father. Okay, okay, we're talking about this question now. Good. So we wouldn't say my closest person, but the person closest to me. It sounds complicated, but that's what we say. Just a moment. The person closest to me, or the person I am closest to. So if you want to say closest, so the person closest to me, or the person I am closest to. I'm very close to my brother. Good. That's good. Yeah. Very close to. That's good. Or just I'm close to is fine. I'm just going back to see the messages. Remember to say I am close to my father, or I'm close to my father, my mother. Okay. I'm very close to my brother in my family. He and I do lots of things together, such as playing sports. After such as, you need to say such as playing sports. So you can say we play sports, but such as playing sports. We share our every secret, or we share all our secrets is better. We share all our secrets. with each other, a little bit different. So you could just say we share all our secrets. Oops. With each other is optional. We love our company. You have to say, because it's two people, they love my company, I love their company, so we have to say each other. We love each other. We love each other's company. What do you mean? You want your parents to let you marry your girlfriend? Is that right? Okay. So remember, we don't want a very short answer. If you say, I am close to my brother, that's answering the question, good. But you need to say more. It's too short. So give some more information. So I can say, I am close to my parents, my mom and dad. I talk to them every week. I can talk to them about anything, and I enjoy chatting with them, going for walks with them, and watching movies with them, singing with them, praying with them. So this could be my answer, easy answer. But so answer the question, I am closest to this person, and then give some more information. Okay, so let me see. I never support you. Is that, I hope you're talking to somebody else. Please don't send stickers, okay. Please stay on the topic. The person closest to me is my mother, very good. We do a lot of things together, good. She encourages, we need the S. She encourages me to do great work, like helping poor people, etc. Very good. Just remember the S, she encourages me. Where's the last message? Okay, thank you for the guidance. Your answer similar to me. Okay, I've lost it. Okay, there it is. The person closest to me is my mother, good. We are best friends. Good, we share all our secrets to each other, with each other. Okay, so let's look at some examples here. Some ideas from another class. They always have my back. That means they always help me when I'm in trouble. I can share everything or anything with them. That's like sharing secrets. We love to spend time together, or we love spending time together. Just choose one, don't mix them together. To spend or spending, to watch or watching. I would have to say that, okay, I have a strong or a good or a close relationship with somebody. So you can use these three words, choose one. There's quite a big distance in years between us. Okay, that's somebody's good phrase. There are a few years between us. We have a similar age, we're close in age, if you are talking about a brother or sister maybe, or cousin. We are close, we used to do this, talk about our problems, plans for the future. We know each other deeply, we know each other very well, we know each other intimately. Oh, I'm sorry, I lost your father. So I read those ones already. Such a great family. So if it's one, say ah. If it's more than one, say s, family. So such great families, or such a great family. Okay, so he's always a shoulder to lean on. That's another thing. You can say that means they listen and support and help me. Okay, the next topic is hometown. So we are going to stop and talk about families, practice. So to try to remember these three questions and the different ideas and the grammar corrections that we had. Okay, so 3 questions. Please remember them or write them down. Do you have a large family or a small family? Or do you come from a big family or a small family? What sort of things or what sorts of things do you like to do together? And who are you close to in your family? Let me write the questions here. Okay. Do you have a large family or a small family? Sorts of things. So keep thinking about what you are going to say. Okay, in 1 minute, you are going to talk to other students in this class and answering these questions. So let's be ready for that. Okay, just a moment. What sorts of things? Move the screen down and down again so you can see these ideas. What sorts of things you like to do together? And finally, who are you close to in your family? Okay, so you don't have to use these phrases and words on the screen. That's ideas from another class, but you can use them and things from this class. Lots of good phrases we had. Just looking over the messages. Okay. Yeah, if people ask, if somebody says, do you have a big family? They could be asking about you and your wife and your children, or they could be asking about you and your sister and brother and mom and dad. But if we say, do you come from a big family, then we know it's your parents and your brothers and sisters. Okay. So my girlfriend closed to me. Do you mean my girlfriend is close to me? My girlfriend is close to me, or not closed, like close the door, closed, where the D is closed, like close the door, but close means near, not far, close to me. Okay. Who is closest to me in my family? I was saying my mom and dad. My mom and dad, I think, are closest to me. We are a close family. You can say that your whole family is close. You can say we are a close family. We do lots of things together. We share our problems with each other. Okay, we need to go into practice time. I'm just checking these messages. It's quite a lot. I have small families, not families, because it's just one family. I have a small family. Currently, that's a good word. Nowadays is a good word, but just one is better. I have 4 people. Well, there are 4 people in my family, but my elder brother lives, remember the S, lives in the United Kingdom. I'm close to my brother. Remember, no D, just close. I'm close to my brother. I love you, Steve. Thank you. Thank you. Closed. I am close to my, or I am close to my, close. Oh, just checking I didn't send messages to the wrong people. Okay. Messages to everyone in the meeting. Yes. Okay. So close to, not close, not closed. At the beginning of the class, I showed my family picture. I have a wife and children. No girlfriend. I'm close to my mom, so you need to say, I am close to my mom, like that. Okay. Closed means shut. Oh, I'm sorry. That looks like a bad word. It's not. Closed means shut. Shut the door. Close means near. Okay. Closed. Close the door. Close the window. Closed with a D. but close is close, near, close. There is a road close to my house. I am close to my mom and dad. Please don't write in languages I don't understand. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go into practice time now. After all that, so let me go to breakout rooms. Oh, where are the breakout rooms? Maybe I'm not. Okay, let me stop sharing a minute. Mr. Habib, are you there? Can you make me a co-host, please, so I can do breakout rooms or the host? I don't have access to that just now.
Issue.
So everybody, in a minute, we are going to break you. The Zoom is going to choose what room you go in. You're going to get a message saying, join breakout room number 1 or number 4, and you press accept or join. You go into that another video call with just 4 people maybe, and practice with them. Talk about your family, okay? With other people to practice. So let's go. I can't see it yet.
I can't find you.
Can't find me. I'm next to you on my screen.
Okay.
Maybe it's different on your screen.
Okay.
Okay, so get ready to join the class quickly. It will say join. There will be a blue button. Click join quickly. Say hello, my name is Steve. I'm from Dhaka or wherever, and then just please start answering the questions to practice.
Can you please make me co-host?
Thank you. Yeah, I've got it now. Thank you very much. Okay, so we will have, okay, 3 or 4 people in each room. Yes, because of the time, that's best. Okay. If you have any problems, you can send me a message or you can leave the room to talk to me. Okay, so there will be 2 buttons. If you click leave, you can leave that small room and come back to this big room. Or if you need to, you can leave the class, but be careful to choose leave breakout room, not leave the call. Then you can come here to the big room again. Or just send a message to me or call for help and I can come and speak to you. But there are many groups, so that might be difficult. Okay, so I'm not choosing who is in the room, so if there's a problem, you can just come out and go into another room. If there's only 1 person, or if you are a woman with 2 men and you don't feel comfortable, for example, okay, so you can just come out and join another room. Okay, so let's go. Open all rooms. Okay, so please join your room quickly. Introduce yourself quickly, very quickly, and practice talking about your family. Try to answer with just about 2 sentences, okay? Okay, so thank you. Please join your room quickly and answer the 3 questions. Do you come from a big family? What do you like to do together? And who are you close to? Thank you. Because I went into a breakout room and came out, I was muted. So do you have a question, a problem? No?
Hello.
Yes, what's the problem? Are you okay? You should be, two people are not, but you have been invited to a small room to practice. I think I need to stop the rooms now, actually. Okay, let's close the rooms. Okay, so everybody is coming back now from the small rooms, from the breakout rooms, and we will finish the class. Let's see if everybody is here now. Welcome back. No, some people are still in the rooms. We're going to look very quickly at another topic and then finish. So let me share my screen. Okay, so we looked at these 3 questions. Do you have a large family or small family? What sorts of things do you like to do together? Who are you close to in your family? So we're going to look, well, maybe, let me check the messages. Yo boy, please don't write to me in another language. I speak English, French, Spanish, and Thai, but I don't know that language. So please don't send messages that the teacher does not understand. So any comments or questions about your practice time? Did that help you? Oops. Was it, did the practice time help you? Please answer my question. Did the practice time help you? Do you have any questions? It was fantastic. I'm sorry, I don't know how to stop messages from people, but let's just continue. Okay. Nazia answered all the questions correctly. That's good. Very helpful. Okay, good. Don't be careful with the word to, T-O-O. It means like, it's usually negative. So you can say it was very helpful. It was very helpful. But too much means it should be smaller. It should be less. Too much. Like if it's too hot, I'm not comfortable. It's too hot. Or it's too expensive. I don't want to pay. I don't want to buy it. It's too expensive. So to me is negative. It's too much, like that. So just say, you can say so much. Sometimes you can say so much, but here we just say that's very helpful. Good. That's helpful. It's awesome. Okay, the people were not so helpful. Sorry. Very helpful. Great. Yo boy, please stop sending messages. Really helpful. Good. Very nice person. Thank you. And a nice lady in the room. Good. Okay. Yo boy. Nasir, please talk with me. I'm happy to talk with you. Just a moment. Okay. Let's quickly do this. The official time is finished, but we started late. So we will, if you are okay, we will do another 8 minutes or so. So very quickly this time, hometown. Hometown is where you are from, okay? Maybe not where you live now. Maybe you were born in one town, you lived there as a child, you grew up there, and then you moved to another town for work maybe. So this is your hometown, and this is where you live now. It's different. But maybe you lived a short time somewhere, and you have lived a long time in this place now, so you feel this is home. You can say it's your hometown, but usually your hometown is where you were born, where your family is, where you lived when you were a boy or a girl. Your hometown or village. It can be a village, town, or a city. We will look at that in a minute. So 3 questions we have here. Sorry, it's blocked off a bit. So we have, what kind of place is it? What's the most interesting part? What kind of jobs do people do? Would you say it's a good place to live? We'll look at these questions in more detail. So if you are confused about village, town, city, this is a village, very small, fields around, not many houses, Okay, this is a village. This is a town. It's bigger. There will be a market, lots of people, lots of buildings. It's a town, but it's not the biggest kind of place. This is a city. It's very, very big. Maybe hundreds of thousands of people, maybe millions of people. It's a city. So again, village, village, town, city. Okay, so where do you come from? What's your hometown like? So we can, if they say what kind of place is it, we can think about the size. Okay, it's a small village, it's a small city, it's a big town. Okay, so I was born in a small town, and later I lived in a big city. Where is it? So what country, what part of the country, or what city is it near to, so we know where it is. So you could say I was born in a small town called blah 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 in the central Thailand, for example, or in the north of I'm just making things up. Okay, I was born in a small town in the north of France, or in the capital of Bangladesh, or in a big town in the west of Bangladesh, or near to Dhaka. Or I'm just giving some examples. So where is it? So which part of the country? North, south, east, west, east, west. Is it a big, busy, bustling town, or is it a quiet village, quiet town, a big city, a modern town, a historic town, very old place with old buildings? What does it have? Is it a village surrounded by rice fields, surrounded by or in the middle of the fields? Is it a town in the mountains, or by the mountains, by the sea, on the plain, by the river, by a big river? Does it have a lot of factories? Is it an industrial town, lots of factories and smoke, or is it you could say a rural village? Rural means in the country. Is it a tourist town? Is it a financial center? What words can you use to describe your hometown? So think about these things. We will have a very short practice in a minute. What's the most interesting part of your town or village? It could be something physical and natural, like mountain, hill, lake, river, sea, forest. It could be something man-made, a park, a mosque or temple, shopping center, monument, or church. Okay. What's the most interesting part? Or it could be the kind of people, something about the culture. It could be a festival, a big party, or a special holy day in that city. Or the most interesting thing is the people are very, I don't know what's interesting about the people. People are very friendly. People wear bright colored clothes. People keep this kind of animal, but usually it's something like this. Like where I live in Southampton, the most interesting thing is maybe the port, the sea, the port where the Titanic ship left from, and there's a museum about that. Okay, what kind of jobs do people do? People in your town or village do? Are they usually farmers? Do they have lots of factory workers, lots of people working in shops or in offices, working in the port, in the docks, or working in tourism? So we can say in or at a place, or we can say in an industry, like in tourism, or working in finance, or working in agriculture. You can say it like that. Would you say it's a good place to live? You could say, yes, I think it's a great place to live. It's beautiful, it's friendly, there are lots of things to do, or it's nice and quiet, or it's busy and fun, or you could say, well, I love it because it's my hometown, but actually it's quite it's not a very beautiful place and there's nothing to do there. Or it used to be nice, but nowadays it's it's a bit run down. We can say it's not so nice now. So is it a good place to live? It's a good place for children, or it's a good place to find work, or it's a good place. It's friendly. There are lots of opportunities there, lots of things to do, places to visit there or nearby. So think about these things. Let's have another quick practice before we finish, okay? Just a few minutes. Let me check all these messages quickly. Okay, lots of examples. Great. Okay, let me make the chat box big and go through this just a bit quickly. Okay. Okay. There are so many banks. Okay, there are a lot of banks is better. So many apartments. Yep, a lot of apartments. So many apartments. It's okay. Yeah. Say how many people? Yeah, almost 6 million people live there. Good. A small city. Good. Then 5-6 years ago, I moved to Dhaka city, or I was moved if your workplace moved you. Good. I'm from Dhaka. It's the capital city of Bangladesh. Good. More precisely, I live in this part of the city. Good. Very good. It's a planned area inside Dhaka city. I found the environment is quiet and calm. Very good. Southern city. I come from a southern city, yeah, or a city in the south. A historical place. Good. A tourist spot. Good. Many restaurants. A big festival. Good. It's attractive. People work in banks, and also agriculture. Good. Good. And that's the one. Same one again. People have great education, or people are well educated and have good hospitality. I'm from Pakistan. My village, the name of my village is better. The name of my village, or my village's name is okay. I'm from it's very, excuse me. It's a very cold place. Remember because a place. It's a very cold place. It's very famous for tourism. Very good. It's famous for. That's a good phrase. It's famous for. It is famous for, or very famous for. So Paris is famous for the Eiffel Tower. Switzerland is famous for chocolate and mountains. Okay, it's famous for. It's a very good phrase. It's a very peaceful area. Remember, again, an area. So a very peaceful area is situated in. This is more formal language, good for writing, but not really for speaking. It's situated in. It's good for presentations, and but not for just conversation. So I'm from Lucknow city, which is, just say in, which is in Uttar Pradesh, which is in. So situated is more for presentations and writing essays and things, but it's a good word. It's known for, also good. So it's famous for, or it's known for. Let me write those two down. It's famous for, or it's known for things that are famous there. Famous for kebabs and paratha. Okay. For Kashmir. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Provide. Okay. Lots of facilities is a good word. Facilities. Can be parks and things that people can use. The public can use. Hospitality. A great city to live in. Good. Okay. I have to finish now. Okay. It's a beautiful place. The weather is so cold. Yeah, it's good to talk about the weather as well. Okay, let's go. We've used up our time, but okay. If it's okay, we'll just have a few minutes of practice now. Let me go to the breakout rooms right now. Okay, so please join your room quickly, or some people have no room, so let me assign them. Please join your room quickly and just practice talking about your hometown. Please ask the questions and answer the questions. So let me just assign these people to some more rooms. 5, 5, 6, 6. Oh, 9. Oh, no. Okay, I'm just moving people around so everyone has someone to talk to. I think we have 2 people in every room now. Oh no. Oh, yes. Okay, please join your room quickly and just practice those questions. So, your hometown, what kind of place is it? I'm just writing the questions to send to the groups. Please join your group if you have not yet. Practice very briefly. I'm going to close the room soon. What's the most interesting part of your town? And what kind of jobs? What kind of jobs do people do? What kind of jobs do people do? Okay. What's happened? People must be leaving the rooms because some people have no one to talk to. Said. So I am closing the rooms now. In 1 minute, everybody will be back in here. Somebody on their own again. Okay. Oh, they've been moved. They haven't moved yet. Okay. So there are some more messages. Let me read those. Okay. So you can say the last example, situated near China border, we should say it's near the Chinese border. It's near the Chinese border. Okay, welcome back. People are coming back now. Any other questions or comments before we stop? There you have a taste of what the course is like. I will present topics to you, and also in other classes we will have some special phrases, some new words and phrases you can use. We did have some today, and doing some exercises, also some listening, and every time we will have practice in the small rooms 1 or 2 times. Okay, yes, that was a very short time at the end. We ran out of time. Okay, good. I'm glad you loved it. I'm glad it was helpful. Okay. Any last questions? If you join the course, of course, you can ask me many more questions and practice many more things. If in other classes, there will be some easier topics and exercises and some more difficult. And of course, in part 3 of the exam, it's more academic language, some academic language, but some normal language as well. So we will just go step by step with lots of explanation and practice and times for questions. Okay, so that's it from me today. Very nice to meet you and work with you. And thank you for all your contributions, all your ideas and examples. I'm glad you've learned some things and been helped. So I hope you will join our course in the near future, and I hope I can see you again there. So I'll hand over to Mr. Habib now, and I'll say goodbye, if that's all right. So make Mr. Habib the host. There we go. Shall I stay or is that enough now?
I think so. Just give me 2 minutes. So, dear students, if you have got any questions regarding IELTS, especially speaking and listening, please ask your question here. And yeah, so Mr. Steve is going to answer you. And then if you'd like to go for the course with him, so please stay here. And we're going to have a very, very good announcement, a huge discount for you today. So if you'd like to take action right now. So if you've got any questions, please type in the chat box. I'd like to see how many of you have got any questions for Steve. Okay, and if you don't have any questions, so can you please type in the chat box, how did you find this class? Is it outstanding? Is it excellent? Is it okay? Type in the chat box, please. Okay, Mr. Steve, you have got a question. So Saif said, how can we prepare IELTS as a beginner?
Do you mean for speaking? Yeah.
That's the question.
So 2 things you need to do is to listen to native speakers and practice speaking. There are many materials, books and websites where you can find words and phrases that are good for IELTS, and we will look at some in our course. But yeah, just like if you want to write well, you should read a lot so you can see how native speakers write. If you want to speak well, you need to listen a lot to see how native speakers speak, how good English sounds, and how people put phrases together and words together.
Mm-hmm.
So listen to lots of, there are lots of YouTube videos, podcasts, movies and songs can help. But the best thing is real conversations that you can listen to. Also, things like TED Talks can help you, but real conversation is the best. Learn new words, check your grammar. You can record yourself and listen again and see, you can see some mistakes maybe and then practice again. That's one way to improve your speaking. And of course you need to speak. So if you can find a group like this to practice, come and join the class and get practice every week. You can, on the House of Free Education Facebook group, you can arrange to practice with other students. And if you have friends or family, practice speaking English to them about different topics. If you have nobody to talk to yourself. You can talk out loud or in your head and just practice speaking in English about different things. And then your mind will become used to putting sentences together more quickly. And you will think of words you need to learn. You can go and find those words and then you know how to say it better next time. So these are some ways you can prepare and improve.
Okay, got it. Thank you. So another question I got from Sajid. He was asking, how can I answer reading part? Can you please give some tips?
Well, there is a House of Free Education has a IELTS reading course. It's not with me. As I said, if you want to, well, this is not writing, this is reading, but read a lot of material, read books, read newspapers, read websites, then you will get more familiar with the English. Practice things like scanning and skimming. I write those words here, you can find out what they are. That's very important because there's not time in the exam to read everything carefully. So you must find the right pieces of information to be fast. So just getting more used to English and more words will help you to understand quickly, and practice scanning and skimming. That will help you to answer the questions more quickly.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Steve, for your time today. Just I saw the comments. A lot of people are saying the class was outstanding, mind-blowing, excellent, right? So I really appreciate your time. So hopefully we'll see you in the class again. Just I need to talk with a few minutes with our students here, then we're gonna wrap it up. So I know you are extremely busy, so yeah, you might leave. Okay, thank you very much. So
thank you very much.
Okay, so now dear students, so can you please type in the chat box? So did you enjoy the class with Steve? Type in the chat box. I would like to see your answer. Did you enjoy the class with Steve? Okay, excellent. So Antu said outstanding, enjoy it. Farkan said yes, I did. Okay. Okay, enjoyed a lot. Roswan Ahmed said. Sumara said too much. Okay. Janatul said yes, I did. Okay. Sajid Ben said yes, I did. Okay, excellent. Okay, got it. Janatul said I enjoyed the class. Okay. Mariful said enjoyed a lot. Okay, thank you, thank you. I'm really blessed to serve you, to help you in this point. So now this is the time to move forward, right? So who would like to enjoy the class with Steve a lot more? Type in the chat box me. I'd like to see how many of you would like to enjoy the class with Steve. Type in the chat box. Who would like to do IELTS with Steve? So if you'd like to do IELTS with Steve, please type in the chat box IELTS with Steve. Okay, so if you'd like to attend the class with Steve, please type in the chat box IELTS with Steve. Okay, I would like to see how many of you are really interested in. Okay, so please type in the chat box IELTS with Steve. Okay, so Rajia, thank you for typing. First said IELTS with Steve. Ariful said IELTS with Steve. Saif Ali Khan said IELTS with Steve. Okay, Nurifa said IELTS with Steve. I know he's one of the best teachers in the UK. That's why I requested him to conduct the class, and that's why he's here today. Otherwise, you wouldn't find him, right? And you know why we are providing this class? Because I had so many requests from outside of the UK. They said, sir, can you please arrange some sort of classes with the best teacher in the world? And I said, okay, I cannot promise you, but I'll try my best. And that's why we brought Steve here, right? And you had one of the best teachers in the UK, and you enjoyed the class right now. So now, you know, as I told you earlier, so he's very expensive because he has got quality. That's why. And he also knew that he graduated from Glasgow University. That's one of the best university in the UK, right? So you are lucky enough, and I'm blessed that I got him and you got him. So if you'd like to study IELTS with Steve, we're gonna give you 60 classes, and among these 60 classes, Steve will conduct speaking and listening. So if you really understood me, so please type in the chat box S plus L. So he will conduct speaking and listening. So please type in the chat box S and L. And you're gonna have 20 classes with him like this. That's gonna help you a lot. That's gonna boost a lot in your speaking style, right? And see, just you had one class with Steve, and you learn so many things, right? And I believe that, I mean, if you have got so many classes with Steve, there is no doubt you will get a better score in IELTS speaking and listening. So now, who is ready to do the IELTS with Steve? Please type in the chat box ready. I'd like to see who is ready to start the class with Steve. type in the chat box ready. Okay, so I can see a lot of people, they are ready to start the class with Steve. Excellent. And I shared it earlier. So Steve, so he individually charges people like 35 pounds per hour. 35. So just he took 90 minutes class. So just think about this. How much is 35 plus 17.5? It's 52 pounds, right? And I know, I mean, you cannot afford it. That's why we made it affordable. And I am investing in yourself. I am paying Steve from my pocket so that you can have a class with Steve and you can develop your English skill, get a better skill in IELTS, and you can fly in the UK or USA or Canada and you can change your life. That's why we got Steve. So this is only for today at the end of this class. So our course main price is, general price is £200. Can you please type in the chat box? It's £200. That's our general price. If you really understood me, type in the chat box £200. That's our general price. But as we are helping international students, I know finance is a very issue and pandemic going on. Probably you have got a lot of struggle. That's why we used to have it 50% discount, right? So we used to, offer it for £100. But if you'd like to take the, if you'd like to make the decision today, and if you'd like to start the class with Steve in the next week, only for today, I'm gonna give you 70, is it 75? Yeah, 75% discount. So if you really understood me, please type in the chat box 75% discount. You don't have to pay £200, right? Type in the chat box 75% discount. That's the thing. If you would like to make the decision right now, and I have got my team here, they will help you to take the payment, and you're going to start your class in the next week, right? So this is the huge discount we are giving you, and this discount will be activated for 3 days. Probably our team will contact you. I mean, if you are really committed, I'm not saying about the interested, because in our life interested in a lot of things, but we don't take action and we don't get the result, and we get back to the normal life and we see what we are, right? And that's why I'm not telling you if you are interested. I'm saying if you are really committed, I'm going to give you huge discount is 75%, and I'm paying from my pocket to invest in yourself so that you can get IELTS score and you can change your life, right? So it's all together £50. So that is just, you are paying only 25%. It's £50. It's equivalent to whatever it is, but now we make it affordable. So if you are from Bangladesh, you got to pay how much? Type in the chat box. If you are from India, type in the chat box how much you got to pay. £50 equivalent. If you are from Pakistan, please type in the chat box. So if you are from Bangladesh, is 5,000 taka. If you are from India, is 5,000 rupee. Is Pakistan rupee is 10,000 rupee, right?
Yes, it's 10,000 rupees.
Okay, so if you're from Pakistan, it's 10,000. You don't have to pay 20,000 rupee, right? So that's the best I can do. And I cannot forcefully change your life. Can you remember in my class I told you? So the best person can help you is yourself, right? So if you'd like to change your life, if you'd like to, make a decision right now, that's the person you got to make the decision, right? So who is gonna help you to make the decision is you, right? So that's the thing. So if you're really committed to start in the next week, you got to pay this amount of money, a little bit of money, and the rest I will pay to the Steve and other teacher as well. So all you got to do, you need to just type your phone number right now. Please type your phone number and your country. So I have got consultant here. They're gonna take notes of your number and they're gonna give you a call and they'll take your payment. And from the next week, you're gonna start your class. So please type in the chat box your name and phone number. So Farha Khan, can you please also write down your country name as well? So Farha Khan, I think the number is from Bangladesh. So Bangladesh team, can you please take the notes of Farha Khan and please contact with this person and just take the payment and give them the link for the next class. Okay, so is there anyone else? So Mahmoudul Mubin from Bangladesh. So Nafiza and Mushur, can you please take the number and contact with Mahmoud Mubin? And yeah, so he's gonna start the class in the next week, right? And if you come back after 3 days, you got to pay £100, right? Will not take any excuses. So the reason we are giving this huge discount because you're gonna make the decision and you're gonna take action, right? So for the quick decision maker, this is the thing we are offering. Okay, so Nuria Sophie said, how long does it take? So 60 classes. So every week you're gonna get 3 classes. So it's all about, I think, 2.5 months or 3 months, right? So next is Muhammad Ishaq. So this is the number. It's from Pakistan. So Moyes, can you please take notes? Sumaira, can you please take notes and contact Ishaq and take the payment? So Farah Khan said, when I have to pay. So we're gonna give you 3 days to pay. If you pay in 3 days, you are paying 25%. And if you cannot pay by 3 days, you got to pay 50%. That means double. Okay, so the reason we are giving this huge opportunity because we are running a class next week. So once we set up, we shut down the door and only a few students we're going to take, probably 10 or 12, and this is how. So if you come after a few days and if you say, I'm going to join the class, probably you have to wait 2 months, right? And then, okay, so Firdaus, can you please take note? So Firdaus from Pakistan, probably you have spoken with her. Saif Ali Khan, he is from India. Can you please take notes his number and take the payment, right? Okay, Firdaus, thank you. Anybody else? And if you have got any questions regarding this course, please type in the chat box. I'll answer you. And can you remember? So probably you have seen some sort of post is money back guarantee. If you really understood me, please type in the chat box money back guarantee. Okay, so Blanky Kisho from India. For those, please note it down. So please take the payment from Blanky. It has to be by 3 days. If you cannot pay by 3 days, you got to pay the full amount, right? Then it's gonna be £100. So can you please type in the chat box money back guarantee, and I'm gonna explain to you what I mean by that. So if you really understood what I just said, please type in the chat box money back guarantee. Okay, yeah, type in the chat box money back guarantee. Yeah, so I'd like to see a few comments. If you really understood me, we are giving you money back guarantee. Type in the chat box money back guarantee, and I'll explain to you what I mean by money back guarantee. Okay, so what I mean by money back guarantee is we're gonna give you class, we're gonna give you the link, and if you don't like our IELTS class, right, we're gonna give you money back in 2 weeks time, right? So you're gonna enjoy the class in first week, you'll think about it, you're gonna enjoy the class in second week, you'll think about it, and after that, if you think, okay, I'm not satisfied, just give a call to, if you're from India, call it Firdaus. If you're from Pakistan, call Moyes. If you're from Bangladesh, call Nafiza and say, I'm not satisfied with my class. I'd like to get my money back. We're going to give you money back, right? So again, I'm telling you, I'm blessed. I'm not asking money from you to make me rich. Alhamdulillah, I'm already rich, right? So I don't need your money, but I would like to have a small amount of money just to make sure that you are committed. Because as I told you, if you don't pay, you don't pay attention. That's right. That's the only reason, right? And I got to pay Steve as well. So you're gonna pay a very little amount of money to Steve, and the rest I'm gonna pay from my pocket, from our company, right? From our organization. That's right. So just that's why I'd like to request you that, yeah. So make the payment, start enjoying the class, and get a better score. And anyway, I mean, we're going to help you from A to Z if you'd like to study in UK, US, or Canada. And our services is completely free. We will not charge even a single penny, right, for the whole procedure. So all you got to do is you need to make the decision right now and need to help. So Lipon, if you said I'm refugee, I need help. Okay, if you need some sort of help, that's fine. We have got 5 days, 10 days, and 15-day challenge. So you can join that. That's completely free. You don't have to pay for that, right? So please contact with our hassle-free education and team, and they'll help you to allow you to the class for 5 days, 10 days, and 15-day challenge. But we cannot give you free courses for this team, right? So anybody else, if you have got any questions. So Blanky Kishore said, how to believe. Okay, Blanky, that's a very good question. How to believe. So tell me, you tell me how you're gonna believe me. You tell me, right? That's what I'm saying. If you don't, okay, you're welcome, Lupon. So if you still, I would say, if you still on the fence, if you have got loads of doubt, I'm telling you, make the decision right now. Can you remember in my class, I shared with you. So when I was making my passport, I was in doubt. I was thinking, should I spend 10,000 taka to make my passport? If I cannot go abroad, if I cannot go to UK, I'm gonna losing this money. I'm wasting this money. But I made the decision. I'm blessed, right? And the second time when I was registering myself for IELTS, I was thinking, should I invest this money, right? So just think about this. If I didn't make those sort of decisions that time, right, probably I wouldn't be here in the UK, right? And it probably wouldn't see me in the classroom. So that's why I'm saying, if you have got any questions, type in the chat box. I'm committed to help you, right? If you have got any questions regarding IELTS, if you have got any doubts, just type in the chat box. So still, if you have got any questions, any doubt, type in the chat box. I love to answer you. So still, I mean, if you go to in the corner, your locality, and if you do IELTS, probably you have to pay a lot more in your currency, but you are getting British teacher, right? You are getting Steve to conduct the class. You are learning from Steve Telegram, from a British teacher. What else you're expecting, right? So if you are in, can you please type in the chat box? I am in. I'd like to see how many of you are really in. I know today a few students, they're gonna make the decision, and after 5 and 10 years, I know, I mean, few of you, not all, because not everybody succeed in their life because they don't make the decision. So probably a few of you in future, they'll say, okay, I was attending a class of 5-day challenge, and I had attended a class with Steve, and Habib sir, he forced me to do the IELTS, and I was not sure should I do, and I had lots of doubt, but anyway I did it because he some sort of compelled me to do it, and I'm glad I did it. And after that I get a better score, and now I settle in the UK, US, or Canada. I know a few of you are gonna do that. Warning, this is the warning I'm gonna give you. So idea is nothing, it's all about execution, right? You have got so much information right now. You know how to change your life. You know, you got to improve your English. You need to have a IELTS score. You need to make the application to the university. You need to study at the university, and then you're gonna be settled, in so many countries. But if you don't do anything with this information, if you don't take the action, if you don't execute it, you will be there. Where are you right now? So please type in the chat box. Would you like to stay there where you are right now, or would you like to change your life through education? Type in the chat box. Would you like to stay there, or would you like to change your life through education? So if you'd like to stay there, please type in the chat box stay. And if you'd like to change your life through education, please type in the chat box change. Type in the chat box. Would you like to change, or would you like to stay there? Okay, Antu, that's a very good question. So is it necessary to admit any coaching center? So that's very, very good question. When probably, I'm not sure whether you attended my first class, I shared my journey. I said, I didn't know how to do the business, and I found out who is my role model, and I followed him, right? So if you'd like to do a better result in IELTS, you got to find role model. So if you think Steve is a role model, he can help you a lot, right? And don't waste your time, without taking enough preparation. Because if you sit for IELTS exam, so you have to register yourself. So if you're from Bangladesh, probably it's going to be 20,000, India 20,000 IELTS registration fee. If you're from Pakistan, probably 35,000. You're going to waste if you are not getting your expected score. So that's why I would tell you find your role model, best teacher in the world, and learn from him, get a better score, right? And this is how you're going to change your life. So I can see a lot of people, they would like to change their life through education. So what are you waiting for, right? So I would like to take, okay, I have got, I think, 7 or 8 students, and previously I had a few students. I'm going to take 2 or 3 more students today, just paying only £50 is 25%, right? 75% discount. So who is in? Type in the chat box, I am in. I'd like to see how many of you are really in. Okay, okay, got it. So I got Saif Ali Khan said I am in. Okay, who else? Okay, type in the chat box. I'd like to see how many of you are really in. So just think about this. Just I'm asking a question. So paying only £50, right? Paying only £50. Would you be able to get IELTS preparation course from a British teacher? Type in the chat box. Just paying only £50, would you be able to get such a teacher like Steve? Of course not. You'll never ever get this opportunity in the world, right? So that's why I'd like to request you, make the decision, take the action. So now I'd like to request Nafiza. Nafiza, can you please type your number here, name and number. So from Dhaka team, still, I mean, if you think this is big investment for you, so think the whole night and give a call tomorrow in the morning to Nafiza. So please, Nafiza, please type your name and phone number. So if Nafiza is not available, Moshir, can you please? Okay, got it. So Nafiza, so she, our Dhaka team leader, so she typed the number is +880707346 right? So please save this number and give a call if you'd like to talk with your mom and dad, brother, sister to manage the money. Yeah, talk to them, ask for it, and make the decision in the morning. Think about whole night and give a call to her in the morning, right? So Moez, are you here? So can you please type your name and phone number? So Moez is from Pakistan. So if you are watching this class from Pakistan, so you got to talk to Moez. So Moez, please put your name and number. So still, if you're on the fence, if you've got a lot of doubts, so please give a call to Moez. And yeah, we are taking all the risk. Again, I'm telling you, after 2 weeks, if you don't like the IELTS preparation course, ask for the money, we're going to give you back. Because your £50 will not make any change in your life, right? So that's why I'm going to give you guarantee. So Moez is probably not available. So Moira, can you please type your name and number? So please type your name and number. So Sumara is from Pakistan. So if you'd like to get this huge advantage, please talk to Sumara and Sumara will be happy to help. So the last one is from India. So Firdaus, are you there? So please type your name and phone number. So if you are from India, Firdaus is there to help you, right? So please make sure you, okay, Firdaus, so she typed her number, she's from India, is +9172071199785, right? So yeah, that's the thing I wanted to share with you. Okay, Moyes from Pakistan, so +92, okay, got it, okay. So please make the payment and talk with our team, and yeah, we love to help you. And the last thing I'd like to share with you, so if already you got preparation already and you are set to sit for IELTS exam, so we can give you the opportunity to give one mock test free, right? So if you are from Dhaka, please talk to Nafiza. She's gonna allow you to give one mock test free. And if you know someone else, probably in the group, they took preparation for from somewhere else, from someone else, and they didn't have the opportunity to get the feedback from the teacher, from professional teacher. In that case, is going to help you a lot. You can assess yourself where you're right now. You're going to get 5.5, 5, 4.5, or 7.5, or 6.5. So you need to assess yourself before sitting for the exam. Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot of money. So thank you everyone for joining today, and we're gonna wrap it up. And yeah, so surely see you soon next time in the future. So make sure if you are not confident enough for the foundation course, join to the next one. Keep joining, right, until you get the fluency. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.